What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando for Monday, December 4th, 2023, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Raymelo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Director Eli Roth announced on Instagram that Sony Pictures has greenlit a sequel to Thanksgiving. The original film opens November 17th. Roth said in the video, "We're doing a sequel going back to seconds. Thanksgiving 2 is a go." Roth said he and screenwriter Jeff Rendell would take a year off to ensure they would write the best possible script for the sequel. Roth says, "We want to outdo ourselves, make it better than the first one." Roth said Thanksgiving 2 would come out in 2025 and likely closely to Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving began as a fake trailer in the 2007 Quentin Tarantino Robert Rodriguez film Grindhouse. In the 2023 feature film, Patrick Dempsey plays the sheriff of Plymouth, Massachusetts, where a Black Friday stampede killed and injured several people. 1 year later, a killer wearing a John Carver mask murders the people he held responsible. Addison Rae, Milo Manheim, Jalen Thomas Brooks, Neil Verloc, with Tom Hoffman, with Rick Hoffman, Gina Gershon, and Tim Dillon also star. Thanksgiving has made $30 million in its first 2 weeks of release, a profit on a $15 million budget. Roth reminded fans Thanksgiving is still playing and suggests taking non-horror fans to try and convert them. Chelsea Handler will return to host the Critics' Choice Awards. The Critics' Choice Association announced Friday that Handler, the actress and comedian, will host the 29th annual awards show in January. The Critics' Choice Awards takes place each year to honor the finest in cinematic and television achievement. TV nominations will be announced December 5th, with film nominations to follow December 13th. The 2024 ceremony will be held January 14th and air at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the CW. The event will mark Handler's second consecutive year as host. Handler said in the press release, "I'm very happy and excited to be hosting the Critics' Choice Awards again this year, and last year it was one of the most fun nights I've ever had. There is no greater reward than making fun of actors and then getting drunk with them afterwards. It's an honor." CCA CEO Jolie Berlin added, "We're thrilled to have Chelsea Handler join us once again to host the Critics' Choice Awards. After having her as our host last year, we couldn't wait to have her back up on stage again." Handler presently hosts the Dear Chelsea podcast and is in the midst of her LBB stand-up comedy tour. She released the comedy special Revolution on Netflix in 2022. HBO released the first official teaser for Season 2 of its fantasy drama The House of the Dragons. Based on the George R.R. Martin's novel Fire and Blood, the 8-episode second season is set to premiere next summer. The show chronicles the story of the House Targaryen and takes place 200 years before the events of the iconic drama, Game of Thrones, which ran from 2011 to 2019. Returning for the second season are cast members Matt Smith, Olivia Cook, Emma Darcy, Eve Best, Steve Toussaint, Fabian Frankel, Ewan Mitchell, Tom Glencarney, Sonoya Mizuno, and Rise Ifans. Saturday's 90-second preview shows members of the family rallying their troops and battling to the death. Princess Rhaenys can be heard saying in the teaser, "There is no war so hateful to the gods as a war between kin, and no war so bloody as a war between dragons." Oscar-winning actress Emma Stone guest hosted Saturday Night Live for the 5th time this weekend. A highlight of the episode showed the Poor Things in La La Land star in a pre-recorded sketch that poked fun of the use of artificial intelligence technology in entertainment, a major issue addressed during the recent 4-month-long Screen Actors Guild strike. The 3-minute comedy segment was about what supposedly happened when part of the video Stone had recorded had been corrupted and the filmmakers used AI to seamlessly replace her. Cast member Punky Johnson, who does not look or sound like Stone, was used as her body double with Stone's face digitally superimposed on her to startling and hilarious effect. Adding to the humor is that Johnson doesn't seem to know anything about Stone or her work. Elsewhere in the show, Stone was presented with the 5-time club jacket by other frequent guest hosts Tina Fey and Candice Bergen. At 35, she's the youngest member of the club, which also includes Alec Baldwin, Tom Hanks, Woody Harrelson, Steve Martin, and Christopher Walken. Alan Ritchson has announced on social media that his crime drama, Reacher, is getting a 3rd season on Prime Video. Ritchson said in the video Saturday, "You're on the set of season 3 of Reacher. Right now, we're officially underway, moving his camera around the show, though it looks like an office with director's chairs that reads Reacher 3. He added, "I can't say much more about what we're doing now." The show is based on Lee Child's best-selling book series and follows Jack Reacher, a former military police officer who now lives off the grid and drifts from town to town helping people and solving mysteries, then moving on. Season 1 debuted in February 2022, while Season 2 is set to premiere December 15th. Netflix announced on Friday that it's renewed The Upshaws for a 6th season. Season 5 premieres in the spring. The Upshaws stars Mike Epps, Kim Fields, Kalia Dania Renee Spraggins, Jermel Simon, and Journey Christine as the Upshaw family. Wanda Sykes plays Regina Upshaw, Fields' sister. Sykes and Regina Hicks created the show, which premiered in 2021. Hicks and Sykes serves as showrunners and executive producers too. Netflix will begin production on the 10-episode 6th season in 2024. Season 5 will only have 6 episodes since its production went on hiatus in May for the Writers Guild of America strike, according to Variety. The Nacelle Company announced Friday that 7 Bucks Production will produce RoboForce, the animated series, with them. 7 Bucks is the production company of Dwayne Johnson, Danny Garcia, run by Hiram Garcia. 7 Bucks also worked with Nacelle on the Disney Plus series Behind the Attractions. Nacelle first announced the animated series in January. RoboForce is based on a line of action figures from which Nacelle also produced a new line of toys in 2022. Nacelle founder and CEO Brian Volk Wise also created the docuseries The Toys That Made Us. Johnson and Danny Garcia said in a statement, "We love that it's a story about redemption, second chances, and rising to the challenge as told through the eyes of funny, messed up renegade robots who finally get their chance to shine." In 2089, RoboForce has been disbanded for 15 years, rendered obsolete by the new lineup Utopia Aegis 101 Bolts. When the Aegis Bolts turns on humans, Max 89 leads the RoboForce out of retirement to stop them. Cartoon Conrad is producing the animation for the series. Hilary Farr is leaving Love It or List It. The HGTV personality announced her exit from the home renovation series Friday after 19 seasons. Love It or List It premiered in 2008 and has inspired several spin-offs. The show follows Farr, an interior designer, and David Vestine, a retailer, as they help homeowners decide to either love their current home with the redesign or list and move on to a new house. Farr said on the show in a statement to People, "I've given it so many years of my life. It's got me through hard times. It's got the audiences through hard times. It has evolved into a mainstay of people's lives, and it's been incredibly gratifying. But now it's time for me to move on and meet new challenges." Farr says she made her decision almost a year ago after she finished filming the most recent season. The designer and television personality confirmed her exit in a statement to E! News. Farr says, "It's been a wonderful 12 years. I'm so grateful to the network for their support and to the fans who have stayed loyal and true. Dave and I will remain friends forever, and I expect him to be as fabulously and hilariously annoying as anybody." Love It or List It has had such a true impact on so many lives, including mine, but now it's time for me to embrace new challenges that have come my way. If this is my legacy, it's a great one. HGTV will air a Love It and List It marathon Friday beginning at 12 p.m. Farr also hosted her own series, Tough Love with Hilary Farr, which returned for a second season in September. Supernatural alum Mark Shepard has announced on Instagram he recently survived multiple heart attacks. Shepard wrote on Instagram Saturday, "You're not going to believe this. Was on my way to an appointment yesterday when I collapsed in my kitchen. 6 massive heart attacks later, and being brought back from the dead 4 times, I apparently had 100% blockage in my LED." He mentioned the Widowmaker, if not for my wife, at the Los Angeles Fire Department, at Mulholland, and the incredible staff at the Providence, California St. Joseph, I wouldn't be writing this. My chances of survival were virtually nil. I feel great, humble once more, home tomorrow. Hashtag SPN family. Shepard, who's 59, is also known for his roles in Firefly, Battlestar Galactica, and Leverage. Home Alone star Macaulay Culkin was presented with the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on Friday. Catherine O'Hara, who played Culkin's mother in the classic family film, spoke at the dedication of the landmark's 2,765th star. O'Hara says the reason families all over the world can't let a year go by without watching and loving Home Alone together is because of Macaulay Culkin. It's Macaulay's perfect performance as Kevin McAllister that gave us that little every boy out of an extraordinary adventure. I know you worked really hard, I know you did, but you made acting look like the most natural thing in the world to do. It really was as if ambushed the home of this real little boy named Kevin, and he went along with it just for the fun of it. He is the dearest thing. The former child star has also appeared in Uncle Buck, The Good Son, Richie Rich, My Girl, The Righteous Gemstones, and American Horror Story. Anna Martinez, producer of the Hollywood Walk of Fame, said in a statement about the 43-year-old actor's latest achievement, Macaulay Culkin has been a staple in pop cultures for decades. He has an extensive trajectory of work, but his movie Home Alone is one of the most beloved holiday movies known all over the world. Culkin's fiancée, The Sweet Life, and Station 19 actress Brenda Song, as well as their 2 young sons, were on hand for the occasion. Culkin told Song during his acceptance speech, "You are absolutely everything. You're my champion. You're the one person happier for me today than I am. You're not only the best woman I've ever known, you're the best person I've ever known. You've given me just all of my purpose. You've given my family, after the birth of our 2 boys, you become my 3 favorite people. I love you so much." Culkin's Party Monster co-star Natasha Lyonne, goddaughter Paris Jackson, siblings Quinn and Rory Culkin were also among those in attendance. Oscar winner Susan Sarandon and Emmy-winning actress Julianne Margulies have issued statements apologizing for public remarks they made regarding the Israel-Hamas war. Sarandon said at a pro-Palestine demonstration in New York last month, "There are a lot of people that are afraid of being Jewish at this time and are getting a taste of what it feels to be a Muslim in this country, so objected to violence." The Thelma Louise icon was widely criticized in the media and dropped as a client from her agency UTA in response to her impromptu speech. So Sarandon said on Instagram on Friday, "This phrasing was a terrible mistake as it implies that until recently Jews have been strangers to persecution when the opposite is true. As we all know, from centuries of oppression to genocide in Europe to the Tree of Life shooting in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Jews have long been familiar with discrimination and religious violence, which continues to this day. I deeply regret diminishing this reality and hurting people with this comment. I will continue my commitment to peace, truth, justice, and compassion for all people. I hope that we can meet with love and willingness to engage in dialogue, especially with those with whom we disagree." The morning show actress Margulies, who is Jewish, issued an exclusive statement to Deadline Friday expressing her regret for remarks she made on a recent episode of The Backroom with Andy Ostroyd podcast. In condemning anti-Semitism, Margulies questioned why so many people in the Black and LGBTQ communities are supporting Palestine and not Israel in the ongoing conflict, because she says Jews are more tolerant of marginalized communities than Muslims are. She said on the podcast, "I want to say, you idiots, you don't exist. You're even lower than the Jews. A, you're black. B, you're gay, and you're turning your back against the people who support you, because Jews, they rally around everybody. And the fact that the entire black community isn't standing with us, to me, it says either they just don't know or they've been brainwashed to hate Jews. In her apology, Margulies said she was horrified to have offended the Black and LGBTQ communities, which she says are people I truly love and respect. She says, I want to be 100% clear. Racism, homophobia, sexism, or any prejudice against anyone's personal beliefs or identity is abhorrent to me, full stop. Throughout my career, I've worked tirelessly to combat hate of all kind and anti-Semitism, speak out against terrorism groups like Hamas, and forge a united front against discrimination. I did not intend for my words to sow further division, for which I am sincerely apologetic. Michelle Pfeiffer posted photos on Instagram Friday showing off the black eye she sustained playing pickleball. The 65-year-old actress is seen icing her face in one picture. Another shows her smiling with her eyes open with the bruise still visible, while a third shows her with one eye closed, revealing the full extent of the injury. Pfeiffer captioned the gallery, "Warning, pickleball, stay out of the kitchen, thank you less." Pfeiffer's sister Dee Dee added, but she kept on playing. The actor's celebrity followers were quick to comment. Julianne Moore says, "That's why I don't play." Naomi Watts said, "Ouch." Alec Baldwin wrote, "Damn, can't sell beauty products and play pickle, it seems." Grand Theft Auto fans will get a glimpse of GTA 6 next week. Rockstar Games announced Friday that it has released the first trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6 on December 5th. GTA 6 will be the eighth main installment in the Grand Theft Auto video game franchise, the first main game since Grand Theft Auto 5 release in 2013. Rockstar Games confirmed GTA 6 in a press release in February 2022. The company said at the time, "With every new project we embark on, our goal is always to significantly move beyond what we have previously delivered, and we are pleased to confirm that active development for the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series is well underway." Rockstar said in November that it would release the first GTA 6 trailer in early December to coincide with its 25th anniversary. Oxford University Press, the publisher of the Oxford English Dictionary, has named Riz the 2023 Word of the Year. An abbreviation for charisma, Riz is defined as one's ability to attract another through style, charm, and attractiveness, according to the publishing company. Language experts selected the slang from a group of 4 finalists that have been chosen via public vote. The publisher said it chose a word best judged to reflect the ethos, mood, and preoccupation of the given year. OUP said in a statement, Riz was chosen by the language experts at OUP as an interesting example of how language can be formed, shaped, and shared within communities before being picked up more widely. It speaks to how younger generations create spaces, online or in person, where they own and define the language they use. Drake for All the Dogs is the number 1 album in the United States this week. Coming in number 2 on the Billboard 200 charts dated Saturday is Taylor Swift's 1989 Taylor's Version, followed by Dolly Parton's Rockstar number 3, N-Hyphen's Orange Blood at number 4, and Morgan Wallen's One Thing at a Time at number 5. Running up the top tier are Swift's Midnight's at number 6, Stray Cats' Rockstar at number 7, Swift's Lover at number 8, Swift's Folklore at number 9, and SZA's SOS at number 10. And finally, Beyonce's concert film, Renaissance, is the number 1 movie in North America, earning $21 million in receipts, BoxOfficeMojo.com announced on Sunday. Coming in number 2 is The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes with $14.5 million, followed by Godzilla Minus One at number 3 with $11 million. Trolls Band Together with number 4 with $7.6 million, and Wish at number 5 with $7.4 million. Rounding up the top tier, Napoleon at number 6 with $7.1 million. Animal number 7 with $6.1 million. The Shift at number 8 with $4.4 million. Silent Night at number 9 with $3 million. And Thanksgiving at number 10 with $2.6 million. And as your entertainment report for Monday, December 4th, 2023, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.